up, guys? Welcome to Mike Unhinged. We're fairly new to this channel. We literally just opened it up, and I hope you guys enjoy the content that we're doing today. My name is Mike, and today we're going to be showing you an install to my 2020 Maverick X3. And you will shortly see all the parts that we have bought. It's completely stock. And we're super excited today because we're going to go one by one and we're going to show you what we are going to install. We have a couple items here, and first of all, so we can make everything work, we're going to be installing our X-Bright module, which basically connects everything that our electricity is going to go connected to. This basically is where all the magic happens. So we're gonna go unboxing one by one. Please bear with me. We're still, going through the technical difficulties and all that good stuff. But there's a lot to go through in here, so we'll see how this goes. And I'm going to make sure to leave a link in the description so that you guys can have pretty much everything that you need to know about this particular item. And if it's of interest to you, I will leave the link below and you can go ahead and click it and buy whatever it is that you want to buy. We're gonna go ahead and pause the video so that we can show you everything one by one. I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, welcome back. We are now here unboxing the LED rock lights high power. This is just one of the options of many options. I went with this option because it had very good reviews on it. So if you guys want to zoom in, I'm going to zoom in right now with you guys, show you every single thing that comes with this thing right here, which is very good. I bought this package right here. It comes with 8 different LED lights. It comes with, I guess, these attachments that you can screw underneath the car so that every single one of these fittings can fit perfectly. That comes with a LED, a multi-color controller, so you can change each color. You will see this product installed and everything. Again, this is just a reveal of all the parts one by one that we're doing. The DIY installation is coming pretty soon. Also, you have, I guess, the harness here that goes control to every single one of these lights. It has 8 of them, 8 adapters. So that's just one of the items that we will be unpacking, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay guys, we're moving on to the second item already. These are the fog lights. I guess it's called aux beam LED pod lights. And I'm actually very impressed with the material of this item right here. I guess it has a little cover on it, and I guess it reveals the light itself. We have yet to be seen, to see what it actually looks like when it's already installed and everything. But so far, material-wise, I'm extremely impressed. Let's go ahead and zoom in here, show you guys everything that it comes with. Okay, so I purchased the set of 2, and it comes with some hardware, pretty solid material here, a couple little stickers and stuff like that. This is the wire harness. The wire harness is actually very, very well made as well. And keep in mind that I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff, guys. So this is straight up raw footage. Like, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just giving you my honest verdict and my honest opinion about all of this stuff and what I think of it. But if you can see, it comes with a little, I guess, on and off little switch here. You got your positive and negative terminals here that go directly connected to everything. I guess you got your fuses, and there are 2 connectors that go straight to the lights. And again, all of this stuff is going to be shown how it's been installed, or how it's going to be installed in a later video. So we'll go from there. We're moving on to the next one. Okay guys, item number 3. So this is something I was actually very excited for because a lot of my friends actually recommended me this item. It's called the Night Light 6-GAN switch panel. So this is where all the magic happens, right? We're going to connect all of these items to our individual switch panel switches, and we have our fuse box here with all the cables. Keep in mind, all of this stuff is so well made. It's not even funny. I'm actually very impressed, for something as simple as this switch box. It has so many terminals. We're gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna show you everything step by step. So if you can see here, you can connect all of your, I guess, items individually to each one of these, and each one of them will have a breaker and a fuse, you know, just to keep all of your stuff safe, which is very, very nice in my opinion. It comes with a few little goodies here, like zip ties, I guess an extra fuse, just in case you want to do like a patch or something, and the cable that runs directly to your, you know, other attachments that you have here. You know, extra set of fuses just in case something does blow out. This is the mounting bracket, which again, this is solid stuff, very, very solid, well-made stuff. Little hardware material, a couple little tools to install your little goodies, and it also came with this, I guess, adhesive double tape to mount it wherever it is that you want to mount it. For this, I'm assuming that goes like that. Yeah, very, very well. And these stickers, it comes with so many different options for whatever it is that you want. Like if you want to connect your front diff lock, or if you want to, you know, fog lights, whatever, etc. You know, you get your stickers and you put them to wherever it is that you assign your light. Yeah, very, very, very good stuff, and super excited to install all of this stuff. And we still have a few more little goodies for you guys. Again, like I said, bear with me, this is just a review. The DIY is coming up pretty soon, and I'll see you there. Okay guys, fourth and final item, well, not final item because we still have a few other stuff, little goodies, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. I have a lot of good little stuff coming on the way, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing this wrong. I'm sorry if I'm chopping this up, but this is the awsome 3-speaker sound system. This is actually very, very well packaged. It took me some time to unpackage everything because it was really well packaged, and as you can see, it is a very, very nice material. So all of this stuff is LED generated, and you have multiple controllers to control lights. Material wise, this stuff is, you know, really solid stuff, and you know, reviews just say so many good things about this thing. Waterproof, one of the most important things that you can even put on any, you know, UTV or ATV, you know, period. All the brackets, everything is such good material. So we're gonna be going through every single thing here so you guys can see. I haven't messed around with it too much so I can understand all the functions on it, but as we install this one, we will be explaining to you every single little thing in detail. This is so cool and I'm so excited. Zoom in with me. So we're gonna start with all the cool little features this thing has, right? So you have 4 different attachments here, and one of them is your input. You have the loud, and you have also route and the auxiliary and the USB. So these things have multiple functions. Okay, so 2 of these go directly to your speakers, which are right here, little cannons. And the rest of them are if you want to connect, let's say like a USB port or something like that. You also have, you know, this connector which you can also plug directly to your battery, and you have basically a car port. It's super cool, super functional. That's if you don't want to connect it directly to the battery or whatnot. This is, you know, very, very good material stuff. You got all your hardware, you know, all solid stuff. You got zip ties, you got a line here just in case you want to extend, and a splicer as well. They thought about everything, man. This thing right here is very impressive. You know, I just hope the, you know, sound quality is just as good as the material and the packaging. But as far as brackets go, you know, you got some pretty solid metal brackets here. You know, all this bracketry is absolutely amazing. You know, good material. Everything is really well mechanicked, and you know, I'm super excited to install this and show you guys how everything is done. So we'll go from there. And for now, this is all we have, but we have a lot of good little stuff here to show you. And just to end this real quick, I'm going to show you the small little speakers. You also got your lights in the back, and this goes connected to one of these harnesses that goes directly to the light. But all of this lights up from the inside, and everybody says that the sound quality of this thing is absolutely amazing. So Super excited. We're about to show you some of these things that we're gonna be installing. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike and this is Mike Unhinged. So today we are showing you how to install the switch panel for all the accessories that we have showed you on the previous video. Today, this is the beast, 2020 Maverick X3. This is what we're doing today, and we're going to be showing you how to install all these good things, and this is where we start, okay? We're going to connect all of our accessories directly to this, and we are going to show you exactly what we did and all the progress of how we did so that you won't have to deal with any of that stuff and you know how to connect everything properly and correctly. So let's get to it. Okay guys, you're gonna have to excuse me. We are kind of sort of a little bit advanced here. We removed the seat and we completely forgot to record that session, but I'm gonna explain to you real quickly how it is. It's very easy. So the first thing that you're going to need is an 18mm socket, and you're also going to need a 13mm socket. So the 18mm socket is just 2 bolts that go connected in the back. That's for your 18mm socket, and for the front there's also going to be 2 screws, and you're going to need the 13mm socket for that as well. When you remove that, it's going to be relatively pretty easy. You can just wiggle it out and it comes right off. This is where your 13mm would be, your 18mm would be, I'm sorry, and right here in the front it will be where your 13mm would be. So once you go ahead and do that, you're going to go ahead and remove this panel that's right here. Everything should just pop off relatively pretty easily. It's all clips, so pretty easy. Also right here as well, there's a little knob where you just pull this and then you have the whole access to the battery right here. So what you see right here is me already having everything nice and prepped. And I'm going to show you step by step what it is that you need to look for so that you won't make any mistakes, okay? So we're going to show you. I have my little tester here. It doesn't have to be this specific tester. It could be just any tester so that you can see where you're going. And if you see right here, you're going to see basically your accessory, which is right here. You see how there's nothing? That's because the cart isn't on right now. That's going to be your positive. I don't know if you guys can see that. If we can zoom in on that real quick. You have your positive. This is going to be your hot, okay? And this is going to be your negative. If you can see the green light there. There you go. I think you can see it better this way. Positive, negative. And this is going to be right here, your accessory. This will only turn on when the vehicle is completely on, okay? And when you turn it off, this will turn off as well. So the purpose of why you want to do this is because you don't want the vehicle to be on at all times. Your accessories to be on at all times. So this is where we placed our box, just because this is where we thought it would be, I guess, you know, the most accessible, and also, you know, just in case you do get into water or something, you know, it's highly unlikely that the water would reach this high unless, you know, you are just, you know, doing something crazy, right? But, you know, very accessible, everything works, you know, very accessible, super easy. And what we did was we ran our cables through the underneath the seat belt, okay? Seat belt, and this plastic comes off, so we rerouted everything through there and just underneath so that everything could be, you know, nice and tidy. Everything is not connected yet. We just wanted to leave everything nice and exposed so that you guys can see specifically what's going on. Okay, so these 2 cables are going to be connected directly to the box, and they're going to be connected right here, okay? So positive is going to go to accessory, okay, which is only going to be turned on when the vehicle is on. And then you're going to have your negative, which is going to be the top one right here, and that's where that's going to be connected to. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, I guess, advance the video. And once everything is done, we're going to get right back to you guys, and we're going to explain to you again once everything is nice and hooked up. Also, this is going to be the main power, okay? This one goes directly to the box. You want to connect this directly into accessory as well, okay? It's going to be right here. This, again, like I said, accessory is just for you to have power only when the vehicle is on, which is when you want it to be on relatively. You never want to have full power to this, because again, it's going to be draining your battery. And also, if something does go wrong, you know, at the end of the day, you could always just, you know, turn off the vehicle and everything would be off. But if it's connected directly to power, you can't do that. It's connected straight to the battery, and you know, things can go really, really bad for you if you don't know what you're doing. So relatively pretty easy. We're gonna go ahead and button everything up for you. And then once we do that, we're gonna get right back to you guys. See you in a bit. Okay guys, everything is now buttoned up and we're about to show you how everything came out, okay? Follow me. I'm about to show you how everything is, and it's super cool actually. It turned out to be really nice. So again, you have your accessory, which is the bottom one. You have your full-time hot, which is the second one. And then the top one, the third one, is gonna be your negative, okay? So what we did was, again, we connected our, you know, main cable for the power to the box to our 100% all-time power source right here, which is the positive. And we connected the other positive cable to the accessory as well as the negative right here that goes directly to the box. So if you can see, this routes all the way up, and I'm about to show you how everything works specifically with the switch panel, which is right here. And the switch panel will be rerouted to a different location, and we'll show you where it's going to be mounted as well. So give us 1 second. So you can see how everything is set up here. We have basically our positive outlets right here, okay? So every single time you connect something negative, you can connect it straight either to the negative battery or the negative terminal that's in the bottom right there. So here only goes positive cable to whatever it is that you're trying to install. Light bar, fog light, radio, whatever it is that you want to connect is going to go connected right here. So let's say right now it doesn't have any power, correct? That is because everything is switched all the way to the switch panel. So if we go ahead and press this button real quick, boom, you can see that we now have power. If we press it again, it powers off. We're gonna go right to the next one, boom. And that's pretty much for all of them. So super cool setup, very nice. And we're gonna go ahead and show you what happens when we disconnect, let's say, the key to the actual vehicle itself. Well, right now it's on, right? Right, you can see it's on. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the actual key itself. And as you can see, we no longer have any more power because it's connected to the accessory, which is exactly what you want, okay? We're gonna show you right now where it's going to be mounted in just a bit. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so we have a few things we have to show you. We have now put the final placement of where the little control panel is going to go. We also made a few little adjustments to the rerouting of the cable work, just so that we can show you exactly what we did. So instead of having the cables going through this way, very ugly, we ended up just making a little hole right here and passing all of our cables, you know, just thinking ahead of the future. We made it a little bit bigger because we're gonna end up having to pass the cables from here, you know, routing it through here, back here. You just gotta make a little, you know, couple incisions here so you can, you know, zip tie your cables in the back. As back here, you can see that that's your exhaust right there. And relatively, it's gonna be pretty hot. So you want your zip ties to hold everything together and for it to be as far away from the exhaust as possible. So we went ahead and we rerouted everything from there to the bottom here. You know, this is where all the harnesses are at. You know, you can see we got our accessory, our hot, and we got our negative right here. So as far as the panel switch goes, this is right here. On this side where I'm at right now, there's another panel that goes right here. We removed it from this side as well, and we just routed it, I guess, through this little panel right here. There's a little hole down here, and you'll just snake it up, and it comes right out through this side right here. There's a little cap, right? And it comes right out through here. And then you have a very useful, basically invisible, you can't see the cable, right? Really, really nicely placed and functioning panel. This thing is nice and sturdy. It's not going anywhere. So our next step is going to be to try to see if we can install the next item. However, it is getting a little bit late on us, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to install at least one more item. This way you guys can have, you know, at least one functioning item in this one video. So we're gonna get working on that, and we're gonna decide which one we're going to install next. And we're gonna show you exactly how it's going to be installed. That way you guys can know how to do that one as well. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so we have now installed our switch panel. Now we're moving on to the next step. The next step is installing the aux beam fog lights. This is a yellow beam fog light. I'm super excited to see what these things look like. They look amazing. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you what one of them already looks like installed, and I'm gonna show you or one of them, just a bracket, what it looks like, and I'm gonna explain to you how to do it. It's relatively pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, but here we go. So if you look down here, I'm gonna turn on the light a little bit. I hope this doesn't blind you guys, just so you can see a little bit how, you know, how it goes. Right here, I still left it a little bit loose because we want to go ahead and, you know, adjust how it's gonna go. So you have, I guess, motion to put it down, up, you know, and this could go side to side just so you can adjust how you want your lights to show. So this is the one that's uninstalled. You see I have it in my hand. Now, if you see closely here, you'll see that there's two threads pretty much on each side of it to see if you want it like this or if you want it like that. Now, whatever your preference is, you know, I guess you go with that, but I'm gonna go ahead and put mine like this because I think it's gonna give me a much more wider view and a little bit more light going outwards. So what you want to do is what we did was we snaked it back here, and we're gonna reroute the cable through down there, right? So once you line up these two cables here, you want to get your screws that came with the package, and what you want to do is you want to put this one first, and then you're gonna put that one second, like that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and run it through, try to see if you can guide it, and once you do, perfect. Okay, so once it is in, you want to go ahead and bolt it on both sides. So the top one is basically what holds it steady, and the bottom one is gonna be like a swivel. It basically, you know, gives you the access to move it up and down. Okay, so once you go ahead and you're comfortable with, you know, how you want your angles to be, up, down, left, right, what you want to do is you're going to get yourself like a wrench or something that's 13. It has to be 13 millimeter wrench, and you're going to go from the bottom, and from the bottom over here you're going to need a 13 millimeter socket with a wrench with a ratchet as well, and you're going to basically use the key from here and the ratchet from the bottom, and that's how you tighten it from here. And then once all of that is done, we'll show you how we're going to go ahead and wire everything from under, so everything can be nice and clean. I'm gonna turn this off because I blinded you guys. So once everything is nice and wired, we're gonna show you how we did everything, and if you prefer our method, awesome. If you want to do it your own way, that's awesome too. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes once everything is nice and wired up. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save you guys the time, you know, simple stuff. That way, you know, for you guys it's gonna be nice and quick. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we finally finished the install. It took us quite a little while. You know, most of the job was just, you know, rewiring and stuff like that. So my verdict so far on what I see is the lights are amazing, like very, very, very nice. But the only little problem what I did have with it was the switch. So I really did wish, like, if it had a little bit better of a switch on it, you know, just because one is not waterproof, and two, I guess it's a little finicky. I'm gonna show you in a bit. But as far as the quality as the lights go, they are amazing. So let me show you what it looks like here in our placement that we chose to place. We chose to put it right here in this area, in the glove compartment right here. And we're about to show you what it looks like on and off. So since we didn't have any way or form to, you know, put it to our switch box, we just went ahead and we installed it there where we could just, you know, keep it safe from the rain, seeing as we don't have a windshield at the moment. So when it does end up raining or something, or water, all of this stuff is protected and it'll be covered like that. And whenever we just want to be, you know, having access to the lights, just open it up, you know, and we can go ahead and access that. So we're gonna show you what they look like on and off, that way you can get a good idea of what the quality of all of this stuff is. So here we go. So that's off, that's on, and then it also has a amber setting, which is this one right here. I'm not really sure what that's for, but that's, you know, what everything looks good so far. It has good clarity in it, looks really nice. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, close. So that's about it, guys. Unfortunately, it's really late and we're really tired. But hey, if this was helpful for you in any way, shape, or form, if you keep wanting to see these videos, we would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. You know, anything helps at this point. This is a new YouTube channel, new YouTube video. For me, it's a new experience. So forgive the quality, forgive all the, you know, crazy stuff going on right now. But again, like I said, we're just barely starting, and you know, we just want to give you guys the best content that we could possibly provide. So again, like I said, if this was, you know, helpful for you in any way, shape, or form, like and subscribe. And we have so much more stuff coming in. And again, we are here not only to show you guys what we are up to and all the fun stuff that we can do, but also to help you, you know, understand. And if you want to do this yourself, you know, this could be helpful for you too. So help us out in any way you can, and I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, let's go.